Hi everyone! Welcome to today's lesson by VBES, Verona Business English Services, Inglese per Italiani. Today's lesson is an advanced lesson, so for C1 and C2 learners, and the subject is English that you would use at a hotel. Don't forget, as usual, to download the free worksheet from the pinned comment under this video. It contains all the vocabulary and expressions in this lesson, and it will help you to memorize them for future use. So today's lesson is divided into 4 parts. The first part is some idiomatic expressions that can be used by guests. Then we have some expressions that could be used by reception staff. Following that, we have some advanced vocabulary, so phrasal verbs, idioms and collocations that typically can be used in hotels. And then, finally, we have some techniques for managing situations in hotels. Okay, so let's begin. First of all, I'm going to read this paragraph, which you will find at the start of your worksheet, but of course, I'm going to read it in English. So it says, handling a hotel situation at an advanced level requires much more than mere grammatical accuracy. It means knowing how to express your needs precisely, report a service issue tactfully, and adapt your language register to the context, whether it's a small bed and breakfast or a luxury hotel. A C1/C2 speaker can make a complaint firmly but politely, ask for a favour without being intrusive, and handle unforeseen situations such as a booking error without losing their cool. In this guide, you'll find idiomatic expressions used by both guests and reception staff, the most common vocabulary and phrasal verbs in context related to hotel stays, and some techniques for confidently handling the most delicate situations such as complaints, special requests and booking errors. Okay, so let's start with the first section, which is some expressions used by guests. And the first one is, I don't want to make a fuss, but the air conditioning doesn't seem to be working. Non voglio fare storie, ma l'aria condizionata non sembra funzionare. And a common response could be, I do apologise, let me get that sorted for you right away. The second expression we have today is, would it be possible to have a room with a view if one's available? Sarebbe possibile avere una camera con vista se ce n'è una disponibile? And a common response could be, let me check, I'll see what I can do. The next expression is, I hate to nitpick, but I think there might be a mix-up with our booking. Non vorrei essere pignolo, ma credo che ci sia un errore con la nostra prenotazione. And a common response would be, let me take a look, I'm so sorry about that. Our next expression today is, this isn't quite what I had in mind, could we possibly swap it for a quieter room? Non è esattamente quello che avevo in mente, potremmo cambiarla con una più tranquilla. And a common response would be, absolutely, I'll see what's available straight away. The next expression is, I don't suppose you could arrange a late checkout, our flight isn't until the evening. Non so se potreste organizzare un checkout tardivo, il nostro volo è di sera. And a common response is, of course, that shouldn't be a problem at all. The next expression is, we're in no rush at all, so please take your time sorting out the room. Non abbiamo alcuna fretta, quindi fate con calma a sistemare la camera. And the common response in English would be, wonderful, I'll let housekeeping know. And the final expression for clients of the hotel today is, could we possibly get the bill split between the 2 rooms if that's not too complicated? Potremmo avere il conto diviso tra le 2 camere se non è troppo complicato? And the common response in English is, not at all, I'll sort that out for you now. The second section of this lesson is some expressions used by the reception staff, and the first one is, I'm afraid the sea view rooms have sold out, but I could offer you an equally lovely room at the back. Temo che le camere con vista mare siano terminate, ma potrei offrirle una camera altrettanto bella sul retro. And you might say, that sounds great, I'll take it. Our next expression, used by the staff of the reception, is, could I tempt you with a complimentary upgrade, seeing as it's a special occasion? Potrei proporle un upgrade in omaggio, visto che è un'occasione speciale. And you might say, that does sound tempting, thank you. Our next expression today is, I'm terribly sorry for the mix-up, I'll have your room sorted right away. Mi scuso tantissimo per l'errore, farò sistemare subito la sua camera. And you might say, no harm done, thank you for sorting it out. Our next expression is, would you prefer a room on a higher floor or something closer to the lift? Preferisce una camera ai piani alti o più vicina all'ascensore? And you might say, closer to the lift, please. Our next expression is, I have to let you know there's a slight delay with your room this afternoon, I'm afraid. Devo avvisarla che c'è un leggero ritardo con la sua camera questo pomeriggio. And you might say, that's absolutely fine. We're not in any hurry. Our next expression today is, if you don't mind me asking, was everything to your liking during your stay? Se non le dispiace la domanda, è stato tutto di suo gradimento durante il soggiorno? And you might say, everything was wonderful, thank you. Our final expression is, I'll have the porter bring your luggage down whenever you're ready, no rush at all. Farò scendere i bagagli dal facchino quando è pronto, nessuna fretta. And you might say, thank you, we're ready now. Let's now look at section 3 of today's lesson, which is advanced vocabulary, phrasal verbs, idioms and collocations that are typically used in hotel situations. The first one is to book in advance, prenotare in anticipo. To settle the bill, saldare il conto. To run up a bill, accumulare un conto salato. To be fully booked, essere al completo. To overbook, accettare più prenotazioni della capienza. To upgrade a room, fare l'upgrade di una camera. To bump someone up to a better room, promuovere qualcuno a una camera migliore. To put someone up for the night, ospitare qualcuno per la notte. To check out late, fare un check out tardivo. A wake-up call, una sveglia telefonica. To be swamped, the front desk, essere sommersi di lavoro. To comp a room a night, offrire una camera notte gratuitamente. A mix-up with a booking, un errore con una prenotazione. To iron out an issue, risolvere un problema. To lodge a complaint, presentare un reclamo. To turn a room around, questo è housekeeping, preparare rapidamente una camera per il prossimo ospite. To freshen up, rinfrescarsi. To settle in, ambientarsi. A home away from home, una seconda casa. And the final expression is to leave a tip for the porter. Lasciare la mancia al facchino. Our final section of today's lesson is techniques for managing situations in the hotel. Beyond vocabulary, some communication techniques help you handle typical hotel situations confidently and naturally. Staying calm in the event of a service disruption. If a room isn't ready or there's an error in the reservation, a calm tone achieves better results than an agitated one. Phrases like, I don't want to make a fuss but, show firmness without being rude. Using subdued language for requests, expressions like, would it be possible to, or I don't suppose you could. If it's not too much trouble, make requests more polite. Making a complaint diplomatically. To report a problem without appearing aggressive. I hate to nitpick but, or I think there might be a mix-up with. Describing your needs precisely. It's helpful to be able to specify preferences, allergies and accessibility needs clearly. Could I have a room on the ground floor? I have a nut allergy, so... Interpreting the staff's language. Phrases like, I'm afraid that room type has sold out, or there's a slight delay with, communicate limitations politely. It's helpful to recognise them and respond flexibly. Handle the bill casually. To ask to split or settle the bill. Could we get the bill split between the two rooms, or I'll settle up now if that's all right. And finally, closing the stay politely. To say thank yous and goodbyes naturally. For example, everything was wonderful, thank you, or we'll definitely be back. Try to memorise some of the expressions that I've taught you today, and try to do the exercise at the end of the worksheet to help you do that. I hope you found this lesson interesting. Have a good day. Bye-bye.